I'm Mary MacNeilly. Welcome to Miss Mary's Butterflies, a web series just for teenage girls, where we talk about business, money, entrepreneurship, and vitally important life skills that you're just not going to learn in school. We are reaching out to this young generation of teen girls to prep them to be ready to be successful businesswomen, whether it's a business of their own or whatever career choice that they make. Today's episode is how to be a young entrepreneur in a very busy life. With me today is 13-year-old Rylie. She's a budding author. She's an entrepreneur, award-winning dancer, school TV news reporter and anchor, and she's also a radio show host with me on MDB Radio. She's also just a really cool girl.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today, Mary.
Well, welcome to the show. Anyone who meets you is automatically impressed. This I know firsthand, and probably exhausted by the life that you lead. So you gave a PowerPoint presentation not too long ago to a room full of really important business people in Colorado that have their hands in the success of young entrepreneurship in some way, shape, or form. You gave this presentation and you outlined to everyone your business goals and also goals like having your college tuition paid for. Before what? Before you're 15, 16? I mean, before you graduate high school? Rylie, you're only in 8th grade. Your mom told us that you were a very driven girl, but I already knew that. And you push yourself. It's not them that are pushing you. Your parents don't push you. This is all you. This is all Rylie. And you did some really cool things with your first business venture. I'm excited to have you share with us what you're doing with your current company, Dance to the Point, but you first started with making hair ties.
Yes, I made flower clips, and well, it first started when my brother started to get a job. When he was 14, he went to the country club and got a caddying job, and he would get $40 to $100 each time that he would go out and caddy, and I was like, well, I want to make money too, but I knew I was too young. So I thought, well, if I made clips and I sold them to my friends at school and dance, that I could make money as well. So then I came up with the idea of making these clips.
I think they sound amazing. Speaking of clips and hair ties, that just sounds a little fancy. And quite honestly, I think we look a little too casual for this. What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we need to dress it up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Wow!
Oh, much better.
Much
now
better.
we can have a conversation.
Of course.
Okay, Rylie, tell me about your business, Dance to the Point.
Well, with Dance to the Point, I'm a resource for competitive dancers. I've learned so many things over my 10 years of dancing that I wanted to share with other dancers. And I want to be their top resource so I can find the answers to any questions that they have. So I'm writing a book, and
Excellent.
I have a blog, a website, and a YouTube channel to help connect to them. And, well, yeah.
Well, that sounds amazing. All well in a formal dress. Excellent. So what made you want to add run a business on the top of everything else that you already do at 13 years old?
Dance was my passion, so I wanted to do something with that. And I have gotten so much out of my life, and throughout everything, I wanted to give back. So I thought, well, with all the knowledge that I have from all my teachers and just finding out through trial and error, I wanted to give back to them and give them tips. And soon I would like to have master classes for kids that are less fortunate and do classes maybe at hospitals and help out all of those kids.
Those are some big goals. You're 13 years old. You know what else is big? This dress. Oh my gosh. Yours is poofy too.
Mine's lovely.
I think we went a little too formal.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
We'll try to tone it down.
Let's do it. Let's go for number 3. Yes?
Let's do this.
Whoa. Wow. Nice dress.
Oh, thank you. I like yours.
Hey, thanks. Nice flower.
Thanks. I made them.
You totally did. They look great. We should totally go out sometime.
We totally should.
Oh my gosh, we would look so good.
Oh, yeah.
Back to business.
Okay.
So your mom told me that you had to give up a lot of things that you love to do because you need to make time to achieve these amazing goals. So if there's a kid out there that's looking to achieve some great goals too, what are some things they may have to give up?
Well, every kid's different, so the sacrifices will vary. But I had to give up spending time with my friends after school and on Saturdays because I have dance, so I couldn't really do sleepovers or anything like that. So I decided to give up going out with them so I could achieve my goals and work harder on that and have the time to make everything happen.
Absolutely. And as much as we'd all like to put more time in the day and create more time, you just can't create it out of thin air. I've tried. Trust me. But what you can do is make time for the things that are important. I think that's great advice. When you find something that you want to get done and you want to accomplish, you have to build a strategy to make sure that you can fit it into your current schedule and allow time to get it done and to get it done right. So what are the biggest problems that you have faced running a business at 13 years old?
Well, of course, the age requirements. So since I'm 13, some of the things like setting up a bank account,
Yeah.
you have to be a certain age. You have to be an adult or like 18 or 21. I don't really know which one. But so you have to be the older one, older than I am. So that's kind of hard.
So you have to be like 34 to open a bank account,
Yeah.
is what I'm learning right
Business
now. Right.
bank account.
No. I think you only have to be 16 or 18. Well, is it different for a business bank account? Anyway,
Business.
you have to be a little bit older than how old she is in order to start a bank account. And business filings and
Yeah.
file with the IRS and even internet safety guidelines. Most internet sites won't even let you create profiles or use certain...
Yeah, and some of the
Right.
things aren't very kid-friendly either, like the websites are, if you don't use Weebly, they're pretty non-kid friendly.
Rylie, tell me about your action steps.
Well, first, you had to have a great support system. Like, my parents, they are so supportive, and they've helped with all, like, the non-kid friendly stuff.
Opening up bank accounts.
Opening up bank accounts in the LLCs.
The IRS,
Yep,
LLCs.
all that kind of stuff.
That stuff.
And then my friends, so then I can't have sleepovers with them. So they've been really supportive with that, and they're always like cheering me on. They're being my little cheerleaders, and I'll like bounce my ideas off of them. So it's really nice to have a good support system.
Excellent.
And then the second is time management. Time management is super big because
Right.
time slips away. Like it'll just
Very quickly.
blink of an eye and it's 12 o'clock at night again.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure that you make a certain schedule and follow that schedule very strictly, so then you can get everything done in your big schedule, busy schedule.
Sure. Of which you have a very busy schedule.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
And then third, don't like stress out about the little things because they'll come after you finish the big things. So you need to do the very important stuff first and then move on to the little things when you have time. Because you want to make sure that you have the big things first.
I like that strategy.
Then fourth, stay positive. Like, yeah, some days are going to be worse and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, it was such a bad day. But then the next day, it will become better and you'll have a fantastic day and maybe everything will go right and you'll get a whole bunch done. So you just have to stay positive and know that something's good is going to happen after.
I love that. Positivity is the biggest key to success. If you're positive and you can learn from those challenges when they happen, great things are going to come of it. You had some trouble getting your website up and running, and you could have let that really bog you down to the point where you said, forget this. I don't have time for this. Running a business is cool, but this is too hard. This is too much work. You could have thrown in the towel, they say, a long time ago. But every challenge that you've run into, what do you do when you run into that challenge? What's that moment like for you?
Well, you have to go, well, do I just want to give up and be like the quitter and be like, all right, I don't have time for this. I don't want to do this anymore. Or you could be like, well, let's do this challenge and figure out what you're actually going to want to do and be like, yeah, I really want to do this. This means a lot to me. So that's when you have to kind of choose and then decide, well, I'll just keep on trying again until I get it.
So I think you've done a great job today explaining to all of our viewers how you can incorporate starting and running a business into a very busy life. Rylie's 13 years old. She's a competitive dancer. She's an amazing student. She does things like her news reporting at her school. She's a reporter and an anchor, and she does so much with her life. At 13, she's a budding author. She wants to do workshops and master classes for kids that are less fortunate. This girl's got a lot of goals, but how do you fit it all in? Her action steps were key. We need to create a support system for ourselves. Surround yourself with the best people. Society can be very tough, especially on a teen girl. Especially on a teen girl. There's a lot of negativity. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people in the media, in Hollywood, our friends at school, and sometimes even our parents that put unrealistic pressures on us. It's time to define your own success and who you want to be. And you can do this by creating that support system. Surround yourself with the right people, the people that want to see you be successful, the people that want to help you, and harness that creativity and give you an environment where you can flourish. But remember, stay positive. Don't get stressed out. And when you run into those challenges, face them dead on. Mr. Challenge, I'm gonna have a word with you, and we're gonna get right through it, and we're gonna learn from it, and we're gonna strategize so that when we run into that challenge again in the future, we know exactly how to get through it. Or maybe we did such a good job of managing that challenge, we never run into it again. Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be very nice.
Sort of like building a website for the first time.
Yep. You know how to do it again once it's over with.
I love it. Well, I love the amazing journey that you're on. I love that you're one of our Miss Mary's butterflies. You're such a pleasure to work with. And I know there's so many girls out there right now thinking about what business they could start because of your inspiring journey. So how do these girls connect with you, Rylie?
Well, you can connect with me on Facebook on www.facebook.com/dancetothepoint.
With an E.
With an E at the end of the point. And then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/dancetothepointtv. And I will have
TV.
blogs, video blogs too. And you can go to my website, www.dancetothepoint.com.
That's a lot of places to connect, and I sure hope that you do. You want more of Rylie's stories? Connect with all those different ways. You heard it straight from her. And I also want to hear from our audience. I want to hear about your stories, about making sacrifices in your busy life in order to achieve your business goals. Share them with us today. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, connect with us on Facebook, and write in to share your stories and share these videos with your friends. I'm Mary MacNeilly. Stay tuned for the next episode of Miss Mary's Butterflies.